my soul will soar on your mercy. I'll walk through the fire with my head lifted high and my spirit revived in your story. And I look to the cross as my failure is lost in the light of your glorious grace. Let the ruins come to life in the beauty of your name, rising up from the ashes. God, forever you reign.
Here's what Jesus didn't say, not like somebody who grew up
in the shadow of your wings.
Jesus didn't say, Matthew, if you follow steps A, B, and C, then you can follow me. Jesus did not say, Matthew, clean yourself up, dress correctly, and you can follow me. Jesus did not say, make sure that you look the part, that you speak Christian language, that you... He said none of these things. There are no prerequisites to following Jesus. Except that we'll see for one prerequisite. And that prerequisite is this. You have to be a sinner to follow Jesus. That's a little different. Just a minute, what's going on here? We'll get to that in a second. But here's the question. The question that we have two different questions about what it means to be a Christian. The first question is that Jesus says, or Simon says question, is, am I performing well enough to be a Christian? That is not the question that Jesus asks. The question that Jesus asks are you? What kind of relationship?
My soul will find refuge in the shadow of your wings. I will love you forever, and forever I'll sing.
I wonder how many times in church, God bless them, we might have pastors or parents or leaders who care more about your performance, more about your changing your behavior than about your relationship.
Let the ruins come to life in the beauty of your name, rising up from the ashes. God, forever you reign, and my soul will find refuge in the shadow of your wings. I will love you